like inflated rolls with ghost names. It will eliminate so-called block voting, tribal voting, and repeat voting by the same voter. The national government has increased funding for the HELP loan program from 52 million kina to 53.08 million kina for next year.
The school fee HELP loan program started back in 2020 with a total of 5,204 students as recipients of the funding that was made available by the national government. The number has continued to increase in the last couple of years from 5,000 to 13,000 plus students benefiting from the HELP loan program for tertiary students by the Marape Rosso government. A total of 53.8 million kina was allocated for this program for next year. Prime Minister James Marape said this HELP program has played a transformative role in broadening access to higher education for the youths. He said HELP is more than a loan, thus it gives hope, noting how helpful it is for youths to access higher education. The aim for this program since 2020 was to make higher education accessible and affordable for all eligible Papua New Guinean students. Prime Minister said education is the key to unlock the potential of the youths, and through this program it will open doors to a brighter future for them. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Minister for Transport and Civil Aviation, Walter Schnobelt, has tasked the newly appointed acting CEO for Road Traffic Authority to bring strategic insight to the RTA. He made this statement during the recent handover takeover of RTA CEO. Minister Walter Schnobelt says he's confident that the new acting CEO for Road Traffic Authority, John Avira, will bring strategic insight, bold leadership and a collaborative spirit to the RTA. Minister has tasked Mr. Avira in his new role to driving innovation for road safety, adopting cutting-edge technology, streamlining processes with digital transformation, strengthening stakeholder collaboration, and empowering human capital.
And number 5, empowering human capital. Cultivating a culture of continuous improvement within RTA by investing in capacity building, training, and leadership development among our staff at RTA. I am confident that Mr. Avira will bring strategic insight, bold leadership, and a collaborative spirit to the RTA, fostering a culture of accountability, innovation, and service of excellence.
Minister Schnobelt also indicated that fostering green and sustainable transport system is a priority for RTA.
Working towards environmentally conscious policies and practices that align with global sustainability goals, such as reducing carbon emission and promoting eco-friendly transport options.
The 15th Papua New Guinea Human Rights Film Festival has brought a wave of positive change to Kimbe, a town previously known for its high crime rates. The festival, which ran from Wednesday to Thursday, is supported by the United Nations and aims to promote human rights through short films.
After the 2 days training program, the videos were reviewed by the trainers. This year's event is focused on empowering youth, particularly in areas such as storytelling, filmmaking, and addressing social issues like gender-based violence through short films. The training aims to equip the youth with the tools to communicate effectively and advocate for positive change in their communities. Samuel Taulio, a member of the Sanap One-Time Youths in Kimbe, shared his experience after attending the training.
No expression to me as participant, me amamas lo this training. Plenty time mix aksi video nothing without realizing that he got him need lo this video where me work lo kissing. Video me work lo just say go kissing na through no training facilitator I been go through training I line him types of our suit settings or something where I line me individually as me one participant this training I line plan is something where me go advocate.
The festival also coincides with the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, a global movement that calls for an end to violence against women and girls. The event in Kimbe not only focuses on the artistic development of the youth, but also promotes social activism through film as a means of raising awareness about gender-based violence and human rights issues. James Guka, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
They one time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy him one the 10 kg roots rice, hand him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Now chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari belong you.
It is our responsibility to show our people that their careers can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profile to suit valid employment convenience, and promote learning out your skills translate into possible jobs or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diploma in professional business courses, OHSS courses level 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing and IT, and business courses for school leavers grade 10s, 12s, and working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by DHEST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator, driving courses, and business courses in 2025. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2068 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate, and requires everyone a special contribution.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number 1 supay like money belong all member is taplong pela time more time all lusim work pinis. One time number 1 super retirement savings account. Mipla can invest him na growing money belong you, na you can withdraw or kiss him money lo time you need him. Alivi mulo making money belong you stop long time more. Am kaino same you same money yet. That's all you know more work. Number 1 Super Retirement Savings Account. Come looking Bipla now, lo save more.
You're watching National EMTV News. A remainder was apprehended by police after escaping the holding area at the Waigani Communal Court earlier today.
A remandee escaped here at the Waigani Communal Court. He was arraigned for willful murder on 30th September. However, he was supposed to go free today due to lack of evidence. Now the case has been adjourned to 9th April 2025.
At around 10 a.m., Kingsford Lumbu managed to sneak out of the holding area and walked calmly down the National Library Way. However, his escape was noticed when he began running, drawing the attention of guards. A pursuit ensued with police, correctional service officers, and the courthouse sheriffs chasing after him. The police eventually caught up with Lumbu near Kwalimu House, which is located off the boulevard leading to the National Parliament. James Guken, National EMTV News.
According to a police report, 18 employees of Digicel were arrested yesterday by the National Capital District Police for disturbing the peace while drinking at the Port Moresby General Hospital premises.
The suspects, aged between 20 and 35, were reportedly causing a commotion when they were spotted near the Susu Mama Clinic. Police were alerted to the disturbance and upon responding, located the suspects in a vehicle. After stopping the vehicle and identifying the men based on descriptions from the callers, the police escorted the driver and suspects to Hohola Police Station. They were then transferred to Badali Police Station, where they were charged under Section 3 of the Summary Offences Act for drunkenness. The suspects are currently detained at Boroko Police Station. They can be released on bail if they can or will remain in custody. Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika thanked the responding police officers and urged the public to respect hospital premises, especially during the festive season, to maintain peace for those in need of medical care. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority has advised all visitors to directly contact its office before traveling to Papua New Guinea. This advice follows a serious incident involving a tourist in Gulf Province.
Chief Executive Officer Eric Mosman Uvovo said it is important to book a satisfied tour operators that are recognized by Tourism Promotion Authority. He emphasized that the well-being of the tourist is the organization's top priority and that the tourist must prioritize reputable providers who can offer a secure, safe and enjoyable experience. Mr. Uvovo highlighted the approved Tourism Promotion Authority store operators, which includes Papua New Guinea Tourism Industry Association, Papua New Guinea Drivers Association, Surfing Association of Papua New Guinea, and Kokoda Trek Authority. He said apart from that, whether unverified operators who do not meet the required standards, and tourists are urged to avoid such services to ensure their safety. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Flexible Open and Distance Education, or FODE, has seen a huge transformation in the last 4 years with growing number in students' enrollment. In 2024, FODE has taken another step forward as they were included in the online selection system for the first time.
Minister for Education Lucas Dekena has revealed that the number of students enrolled in FODE has seen a massive rise from 33,000 in 2020 to 82,000 in 2024. Dekena said the FODE program has been providing second chance to young Papua New Guineans who wish to further their education to tertiary level. He said FODE has gained more interest from students as well as the government and other stakeholders who continue to support the program. In another milestone progress in 2024, the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology have included forward students in online selection system for tertiary education. Dagana described this as a significant step forward towards inclusivity in Papua New Guinea's education system. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
In the recently passed 2025 budget, a total of 34 million kina was allocated to support the STEM program in the country. Prime Minister James Marape, in a statement, said investing in STEM is pivotal for the nation's advancement.
The national government has allocated 20 million kina to back STEM programs, 10 million for STEM curriculum development and teacher capacity building, and another 4 million for operation support. Prime Minister James Marape has also welcomed the advancement of PNG's STEM program in terms of allowing the top students to have opportunities to study abroad. The STEM students will have the opportunity to go to 4 different countries to further their studies, and they are the United States of America, India, China, and Fiji. In 2024, a total of 165 students have been awarded scholarships abroad, 43 to the United States, 30 to India, 54 to China, and 5 to Fiji. Prime Minister said by providing the students with international exposure and quality education, they are being equipped with drive innovation and sustainable development in Papua New Guinea. The national government is also in negotiation to send students to other countries apart from those existing countries. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2512 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2437, $0.3785 Australian dollars, €0.229 and 36.22 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed unchanged, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
They one time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Winning House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy 1 the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside long bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Life is about making making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
1, 2, 3, 4!
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Relaxo. Good blood quality, non-liquid price.
Season's greetings to you all this Christmas. Let us pause to reflect on the stories that bind us and the conversations that inspire. May your days be filled with joy, connection, and meaningful moments this festive season.
Happy holidays! As we celebrate, let us take a closer look and cherish the real stories that uplift our community on a closer look. May your Christmas be filled with hope and the spirit of giving.
Merry Christmas this festive season. May your home be filled with warmth, joy, and treasured moments with loved ones. Let's embrace the spirit of togetherness and home living.
Season's greetings, dear friends. This Christmas, let's celebrate the spirit of perseverance and the dreams that drive us forward. May your holiday be filled with excitement, sportsmanship, and the joy of shared victory.
Happy holidays! As we wrap up the year, may your Christmas be filled with the magic of music and the joy of discovering new talents. Let's tune into the festive spirit and enjoy the rhythm of the season.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news now. Israel has reacted swiftly to the top of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad as sending troops into a previously demilitarized buffer zone between Syria and the Israeli-occupied territory.
Well, Benjamin Netanyahu was quick to make a trip to the occupied Golan Heights, the area which sits between Israel and Syria. And he made that trip along with his chief of the Israel Defense Forces, keen to show that Israel is monitoring the situation across the border in Syria very, very closely, but also bringing with it a warning for the rebel forces which have managed to topple the Assad regime, saying that if any of them decide that they want to target Israel or Israeli territory, they will be met with a fierce response. Last night, as it became clear that rebel forces were advancing on Damascus, we heard news from the IDF that it was deploying more troops to the occupied Golan Heights. And today we have heard from the Prime Minister himself saying that some of those troops have pushed into Syrian territory, into this area known as the buffer zone. A buffer zone, a demilitarized zone, which has been in place for decades, since the 1970s. But which Benjamin Netanyahu says is now at risk. He has outlined what he describes as one of the threats, or some of the threats that are now posed by the apparent chaos happening on the other side of the border.
One of them is the collapse of the Separation of Forces Agreement from 1974 between Israel and Syria. This agreement held for 50 years. Last night it collapsed. The Syrian army abandoned its positions. We gave the Israeli army the order to take over these positions to ensure that no hostile force embeds itself right next to the border of Israel. This is a temporary defensive position until a suitable arrangement is found.
Now, Benjamin Netanyahu describes it as a temporary measure, but of course, given the way in which conflicts in this part of the world play out usually and have played out in the last short while, there will be people questioning whether or not this is something of an ambit claim by Israel, whether or not it is trying to capitalise on what is happening in Syria to push its own agenda and engage in some sort of land grab there. But Benjamin Netanyahu saying that this is all about the security of Israel and the safety of its citizens, insisting that he is prepared to come up with some new agreement for that plot of land, that buffer zone, with a new government if and when it emerges. So that was the initial response from the Israeli government. And we have also seen reports that Israel carried out a number of strikes into Syria, hitting some targets that it deemed to be a threat, again taking advantage of what has happened with the rebel forces moving into Damascus and Syrian government forces withdrawing, laying down their arms and fleeing to avoid the advancing forces that have been coming through those areas.
A couple stranded for 3 days near crocodile-infested waters in outback Queensland after a river crossing went awry have been rescued.
The couple, aged in their 50s, became stranded near Staten River National Park in the Gulf of Carpentaria when their four-wheel drive washed away. The helicopter pilot who rescued the pair says it was a remarkable tale of survival.
I honestly believe that the husband he's an ex-Navy diver. He has some dive experience. I think without him having that dive experience, they may not be with us today. So he got them out and then he went back in. When the car had sunk, he went back under and got the dogs.
Sydney has avoided major upheaval to its train networks after the federal court ruled that unions must abandon planned strikes. However, there will still be some disruptions throughout the day, but the court ruling coming late last night.
Well, it's delays, slower services as well, and that's all because, as you rightly point out, the decision from the federal court was one that came quite late on Sunday evening. It was after the New South Wales filed injunction orders against the rail, tram and bus union over a planned strike action that was going to resume from today. However, that has been ruled to be illegal action by the federal court in this injunction hearing and will be further considered at a full hearing of the federal court next year, but in the interim it means that this strike action cannot take place legally. However, because it came so late, Transport for New South Wales had to make plans already, and that involved using fewer trains on the train network, not only in suburban cities and where most people are catching the train, but also for the intercity networks. That's from regional parts of the state travelling into Sydney. We spoke to a few commuters this morning who are grappling with these disruptions.
We were going to catch the train from Maitland, but there are no available trains for us to come this way.
Well, I know it's not fair for them, but it's not fair for us as well. You know, especially train travels, cost too much now. And then you get service, this kind of service, we're not happy with it.
It's all right for us to complain, but if they're doing the work and not getting paid properly, then they've got an argument.
Mars, what does this all mean for union negotiations with the government?
Well, it's back to the negotiating table. However, you can understand that there might be some sour feelings in the room once more. Unions New South Wales had flagged they thought they were pretty close to getting a deal struck between the government, who are offering 9.5% to rail workers as a wage increase over a 3-year period, whereas the union were asking for about 32% over 4 years, so a massive gap. But they thought they were making headway, and with a little bit more time could perhaps have struck a deal. The government said it couldn't agree to the terms being offered and has really pointed to this idea that there are several ongoing industrial negotiations, so that they can't offer a deal to rail workers, and saying yes to them, as Chris Minns put in a statement, but no to other groups like nurses, who are also in negotiations with the government over a new collective bargaining agreement. Of course, some of the unions have argued the New South Wales government did strike a very lucrative deal with police rather recently, and so they've taken umbrage with part of that argument. What we do know, though, as in terms of strike strike action on the train network for the rest of the year, we're not likely to see any, and that's because this Fair Work ruling, federal court ruling as an injunction, means that it needs a full day in the federal court to hear more arguments. We won't get one of them before the end of the year, so no Christmas train strikes, which is good news for commuters. Hopefully a deal can be done between the unions and New South Wales government to prevent any disruption into the new year.
Kind of terrorism teams from the Victorian and Federal Police are meeting earlier today in the wake of last week's fire at a Melbourne synagogue.
Australian Federal Police and also Victoria Police counter-terrorism experts are going to be meeting to discuss what's actually happening with this investigation. And we understand from at least the Premier Jacinta Allen that one of the key things will be whether or not to actually classify this officially as an act of terrorism. Now, if that declaration was actually made, then that would open up and unlock a whole raft of additional police powers to be able to be used during this investigation. And we have heard from Professor Greg Barton from Deakin University, he is a counter-terrorism expert, that definitely this classification is something that probably should be made. This is what he had to say.
For terrorism prosecution charges to hold, that'll be a matter for the courts and evidence and motivation. But I think we normally wait for evidence and motivation, but I think the motivation is pretty clear here. This was not an individual hate crime attack. It was designed to terrorise a community, using violence to terrorise a community.
That's Professor Greg Barton from Deakin University speaking on News Breakfast earlier. And terrorising the heart of the community is definitely the sort of feeling of fear that a lot of the Jewish community was expressing when they met in their hundreds, gathering just near the Adass Israel synagogue yesterday. That, of course, is the synagogue that was firebombed in the early hours of Friday morning. And we've heard from those people who attended that they want the governments to be able to do something about this. They're really concerned that it is no longer the time for words but action. We've heard from the Victorian government now saying that they are considering laws which would ban protests outside places of worship. And the government says that it wants people to be able to worship freely without fear of intimidation, harassment, obstruction or violence. And we understand that these would potentially be laws that are similar to those that govern the exclusion zones around abortion clinics here in Victoria. Those so-called safe access zones were actually introduced in 2016, which bar any sort of protests outside abortion clinics to a radius of 150 metres. So that's the sort of thing that might be introduced here into Victorian Parliament. But in the meantime, police are obviously continuing their investigations and trying to work out exactly what the motive was after discovering a bullet on the footpath. And they're trying to work out exactly how that fits into the puzzle, as well as continuing to search for 3 suspects.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods. Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 Kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 Kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking.
You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected, and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
It's Christmas with Theodist. Hamama's Christmas catalog is now available in-store and on the website for download. Planning to become a secret Santa to your loved ones? Theodist has fabulous gifting options for you. We have Christmas promotions from technology to stationery. Hurry while stocks last. Theodist, proudly serving you for over 50 years.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Number One Super wants Member Super to last as long as possible in retirement. With Number One Super's retirement savings account, it's like still getting paid, even when you stopped working. Number One's retirement savings account. Contact us today to find out more.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from Orange Brings browsing home. All part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Prime Minister James Marape has revealed that the Australia's National Rugby League competition will finally make the long-awaited NRL bid announcement on Thursday. Marape made this known when concluding his keynote speech during the PNG Investment Conference hosted in Sydney today.
During his keynote speech at the PNG Investment Conference held at the International Convention Centre in Sydney this morning, Prime Minister James Marape said Papua New Guinea would potentially be given the license to enter the NRL competition in 2028, and the announcement will be made on Thursday. Potential investors and CEOs of some of the big companies around the world were in attendance at the conference, and Mr. Marape, when concluding his speech, went further by inviting those companies to join him when the NRL makes the announcement this week. Marape appealed to the companies that they could be potential sponsors.
This Christmas, it's the little moments that brings us closer, no matter the distance. It's the joy we share, the memories we create, and the love that connects us. From heartfelt connections to holiday traditions and the joy of learning together. And we at Able Home and Office are happy to be part of your family's stories. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
1, 2, 3, 4!
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Relaxo, good blood quality, non-liquid price.
They wanted time by me practicing house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Winning House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy him one the 10 kg roots rice, find him ticket inside long bag, enter him all details belong you, now drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Now over to overseas sports. A record-breaking innings from Ellis Perry and a breakthrough to a century from Georgia Bolov saw Australia clinch the ODI series against India.
Perry smashed a record-breaking 6 sixes on her way to a century from just 72 deliveries, an Australian record against India in women's one-dayers. Annabelle Sutherland did the most damage with the ball, taking 4 for 39 in the 122-run victory at the Allan Border Field in Brisbane.
In soccer, Melbourne Victory is in second spot on the A-League table with the 2-0 win over Perth at the home.
Victory scoring in the 6th and 60th minute to ensure the Glory's winless run continues. In the other game last night, Central Coast Mariners striker Lou Coal scored a brace in his side's 2-1 win over Sydney FC. The Sky Blues reduced to 10 men just before half-time when keeper Harrison Devonish Mears was sent off on debut.
Oscar Piastra has had his hopes of party and finished at the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix dash.
The Australian collided with Max Verstappen on the first corner and later received a 10-second time penalty for running up the back of Franco Colapinto's Williams, eventually finishing in 10th spot. Fellow Aussie Jack Doohan finished in 15th spot on debut, while Piastri's McLaren teammate Lando Norris finished first as the team claimed the Constructors' Championship.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
They one time by me Platinum House.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy him one the 10 kg roots rice, find him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details long you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number 1 super like money belong all member is tap long pela time more time all lusim work pinis. One time number 1 super retirement savings account. Mipla can invest him na growing money belong you, na you can withdraw or kisi money lo time you need him. All of him you lo making money belong you stop long time more. Kind of same you kisi money yet. That's all you know more work. Number 1 super retirement savings account. Come look in Bipla now, lo save more.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected, and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
It is our responsibility to show our people that their careers can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profile to suit valid employment convenience, and promote learning out your skills translate into possible jobs or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diploma in professional business courses, OHSS courses level 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing and IT, and business courses for school leavers grade 10s, 12s, and working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by DHEST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator, driving courses, and business courses in 2025. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2068 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate, and requires everyone a special contribution.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium, or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. In Southern Region, Port Moresby City, some showers and thunderstorms. Daru, mostly cloudy with some showers and thunderstorm. Kerema, some showers and thunderstorm. Alotau, brief showers. And Popondetta, few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, few showers. Medeng, brief showers. Wewak, possible brief showers. And Vanimo, few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, few showers. Kavieng, possible brief showers. Kokopo and Rabaul, possible few showers. Kimbe, possible few showers and thunderstorms. And Buka, possible brief showers. In the islands region, Mount Again City, some showers and thunderstorms. Goroka Bands and Kundiawa, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, some showers and thunderstorms. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands to Kerema to Yule Island to Wood Point to Samarai Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Cape Vogel to One Gulf to Finsefen, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Finsefen to Vitia Strait to CRC and Long Island, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Medeng to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of New Ireland to New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And waters of Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Now to the ocean forecast. Coral Sea, seas smooth to slight. East to southeast winds of 5 to 50 knots. Solomon Sea, seas smooth. East to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth. East to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. And Pacific Ocean, seas smooth. Northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 9th of December, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.